Hey everyone, it's Failed Shot back out of the video, and we're back on the alt account here, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on the account, kind of tell you what the new direction we're going to be going in, and also give you an update on how the Tulpa progression is coming and whether or not we're going to continue with it. Also, I wanted to finish this foodie quest. We're going to have to go ahead and swap some gear around a little bit in order to finish it, but it shouldn't be too difficult because we do have a Zitlin. So if you do enjoy this content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into the hero collection here. So, since the previous video, as I said, I was going to go ahead and try to for Tulpa 12. I did do some, kind of battles on stream. I 60'd Melissa and Aurak, and I also dumped a potion into Melissa. Now, when we got to Tulpa 12, we do have Tulpa 11 on farm now. Not concerned about that at all. Stage 12 is where it's a little concerning because we get the boss down to about 20% or so at the end of the fight, which is pretty significant. Now, it is only about 10% in reality because of Zitlin, but we just don't have the gear right now. We just need higher gear, we need higher crit damage, we need higher attack, and that's just going to be not happening until we farm more Queen 12, Ash 12, or something like that. Now, the whole reason I wanted to do this was because I did not think we had a good enough gear set for Nathalia. And I figured, hey, why not just go ahead and build out a Tulpa team and just see how easy it is? Because characters like Aurak, we're going to be using in bounties later on anyways. Melissa, I plan on using her later on for arena and such, because I think she's an excellent arena character. And also for some Void Tower stages, I found that she's really excellent. And then we also used a potion on Valeria, and she's going to be a staple in Void Tower, so I wasn't too worried about that. But we do have some amazing crit damage rings, actually, specifically here on Valeria. Warrior set, crit damage, 15% crit rate, 6 speed in a warrior set. This is the perfect ring to run on Nathalia for the Ice Wolf comp. We're really concerned about rings, boots, and amulets for running that comp because that's where the real bottleneck is. Nathalia's gear. If you can't kill the imps, you can't run the comp, and so it's super important to get that damage, and we have the damage, I believe, with these boots, with this amulet, and with Valeria's ring over here. So we're going to go ahead and transition into a Ash 12 comp here. I've already finished off the glyphs over on Nathalia here, and I plan on fusing Santis because I recently got Santis. Before, we couldn't go for an Ash 12 comp because of the gear, but also because I couldn't fuse Santis. I've recently gotten some more Elsons and Freyas, so we can absolutely do that now. So we're going to go ahead and fuse Santis, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and reach Guild Boss Tier 20, and then we're going to go ahead and fuse Santis. So in order to beat this, we're probably going to need either Melissa or Aurak here geared up, because I have since moved their gear back to Evra and Valeria. But I think the better option is probably Melissa here. Let me just check the multipliers here. I mean, this is 150%, but we also get 50% from the Fury. So it's a question if whether or not Aurak's max HP is going to outweigh Melissa's damage later on in the battle. I think Melissa is actually going to be a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and steal Evra's gear here. So let's just see here. We're going to look for that. And then just more crit rate pieces. I believe it's one of these pieces. Okay. And then it's going to be a crit rate piece here. That one right there. And then this boot, this, and this. So then we have max crit rate, good crit damage, and then some attack. Going to go and swap that over and then just run into the battle. It is a wood guild boss, so these characters are perfect for this. Let's just go into battle. And not use Evra here. We're going to use Melissa. Okay, we have rage and defense down. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and just buff up with Connor, curse with Zitlin. We don't have Zitlin skills maxed out, which is, not super important, but definitely could get to a point where we're going to be using 2 curse effects, or possibly 3 curse effects, and we can't use 3 because the cooldown's only on 8 turns rather than 6. But going to go ahead and use Rage Spell for Melissa. She should do big damage here. Yeah, look at that, 10k per hit. Crazy. Actually, a little bit more than that. That is absolutely crazy from Melissa here. Really close to beating the level 20 chest already. That's how crazy this is. I'm going to go on a basic here. Basic on Zitlin here. And then we're going to actually basic from Valeria. Both do the same amount of damage, and this applies defense down, or has a chance to. Go ahead and use our second skill, another 17k damage. So we're already at 110k damage with the boss. So this is absolutely wrapped up with Melissa. This is completely easy. We may even get a ton more damage here. Go to basic with Melissa. And then she is going to lose her buff, so she's going to do significantly less damage now. But that doesn't really matter anymore. We've already gotten the real big use out of her. Go ahead and basic with Zitlin here. Try to get the defense down again. Basic with Melissa. That's fine. We're already at level 20 chest, so we've beaten it. Let's just go ahead and use the next round of spells here, just for fun. Just going to go on basic, and then just put it on auto since then. Defense down, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you could just see the absolute power of Melissa here with the extra crit damage and attack. You can see now she's doing 4k per hit. Now, that being said, we don't have the attack buff, we don't have the rage buff, so she's still doing 4k per hit, which is not bad at all. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead until we're done with this, because we already got our chest, which is what we wanted. So we're going to go ahead and skip ahead, because I don't really care about guild boss rewards. They're not very good. So here we are. We ended up doing 214,000 damage, level 22, which was pretty solid, to be honest. Again, I'm not too fussed about guild boss damage until much, much later on. But we actually ended up being number 1 in the guild. So we skyrocketed ahead. That's the beauty of Zitlin for sure. Zitlin is just going to carry your guild boss damage for sure. And Melissa's a surprisingly heavy hitter. Actually, I wish I should have checked the damage numbers. I was curious about Melissa. Maybe I'm going to roll. Well, actually, we'll do it later on. But we're going to go ahead and infuse Santis here. And let's just pick up this. We get a extra summoning crystal. Let's go ahead and burn that real quick. We're so close to the pity. I'm super excited about it. I want to see a new legendary. So we're going to go ahead and just summon this. All right, another elite. That's okay. We're still about 20 summons away, which is exciting. So we're going to go ahead and fuse up Cyrus's... I keep saying Cyrus. It's Santis. Santis, we're going to go ahead and level up all these characters, and I'm going to come back when we fuse Santis. So here we are. This is the last elite that we need to level up for Santis here. And we actually are going to be farming up a bunch of glyphs for Santis, but we actually have a ton of XP. I think I have like 7 million XP, so I'm not too worried about it. Like, we could literally just build the Ash comp right away, as far as I'm concerned, except for the glyphs for Santis. But we're going to want to glyph her out soon anyways, because of perhaps queen improvements, future, not necessarily Tulpa comps, because we already have the Zitlin comp, but it's very, very possible that we could be using her in a lot of other areas, perhaps a future Void Tower rotation, etc., etc. So there is very, very high potential for her, so definitely worth glyphing out for any account. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these off and then jump over to the Santis fusion. All right, here we go. We're going to go drop all these ones in and just go ahead and fuse ourselves a Santis. There we go. And that is the first step in creating our Ash comp here. So we're going to go ahead, and we still have 2 potions for Nathalia, which is why I consider this as well. We didn't really risk anything by dumping a potion into Melissa. Not only that, we also have our trial tokens available for us. We could always purchase another 2 actually, once the shop kind of resets there. So I'm not too worried about it at all. We're going to go ahead and finish off the glyphs for Santis. We're going to work on the glyphs for Mary. I don't know how many copies of Mary I actually have. Let me just check here. Elite, Light. So we have 4 extra copies of Mary, which will get us, I hope, the speed. Yep, so it'll give us all the more important ones, the defense and the HP. The 5th ascension doesn't matter at all. So that'll be nice. We have the ability materials already farmed up. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that, and then I will actually go ahead and start farming Ash in the next video and gear up all my units. So because it's going to take me a little while, usually farming glyphs from 0 to legendary takes me, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours because I'm not paying attention 100% of the time. So I'm going to do that. And if you did enjoy the content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out the future video when we do tackle Ash 12. I'm pretty confident about that one. And in regards to Tulpa 12, we're going to be doing that soon after we finish off the Ash, because we'll be able to farm the Avarice sets, get the Valyria working, and all those other characters working. Not too worried about that. So that is it, and I will see you in the next video.